tossed one into a vending machine, or heard about rare coins being worth thousands of dollars, then this video is for you. Because today, we're diving deep into one very specific coin that might just be hiding in your change jar, the 1994 United States quarter dollar, yes, the 1994 quarter. At first glance, it looks like any other 25-cent piece you've seen a million times. But there's a lot more to this coin than meets the eye. We're talking rare mint errors, fascinating history, collector demand, and shocking auction prices. So sit tight, hit that like button, and let's uncover the secret life and surprising value of the 1994 quarter dollar coin. Let's start with a little history. The quarter dollar has been a part of American currency since 1796, but the version most of us are familiar with is known as the Washington quarter. This design was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. The obverse side of the coin, also known as the heads side, features a left-facing portrait of George Washington. Designed by John Flanagan, this iconic image remained largely unchanged for decades. By 1994, the Washington quarter was still going strong, minted in huge quantities and circulating across the United States. But what makes the 1994 edition of the quarter particularly interesting? The answer lies in the details. Because not all 1994 quarters are created equal. In 1994, the United States Mint produced hundreds of millions of quarters at 3 different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint used a different mint mark. Coins from Philadelphia have a P mint mark. Denver coins are marked with a D. San Francisco coins carry an S and are usually proof coins, meaning they were specially made for collectors using polished dies and high-quality planchets. The total mintage for 1994 was massive. Over 825 million quarters were struck at the Philadelphia Mint alone, and another 880 million were minted in Denver. San Francisco produced around 2.5 million proof coins. But even in such high numbers, rare and valuable varieties can emerge, and that's where things get interesting. Now, here's what every collector and treasure hunter wants to know. Are there rare errors in the 1994 quarters? And can they be worth a fortune? Absolutely. Let's talk about some of the most valuable and rare 1994 quarter varieties. The double die errors. This is when the design is accidentally struck twice in slightly different positions. It creates a doubling effect on the text or image. For 1994 quarters, some rare examples show doubling on the word liberty, or in God we trust. These are highly sought after and can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on condition. Off-center strikes. If the coin wasn't properly centered during the strike, it can have a lopsided look, with part of the design missing. A 1994 quarter that's 10% to 50% off-center can be worth from $50 to over $250. Clipped planchets. Sometimes a blank metal disc used for striking the coin, known as a planchette, is cut incorrectly. This results in a bite taken out of the coin. These minting errors are unusual and increase the value significantly, especially when combined with other errors. Proof coins with cameo contrast. The 1994 S-proof quarters, made only for collectors, are struck with such detail that the mirror-like background and frosted features stand out. Deep cameo examples in perfect condition, graded PR70 by PCGS or NGC, can sell for $100 or more. So if you have a 1994 quarter, especially one that looks a little different or unusual, don't spend it just yet. Let's talk numbers. What is the 1994 quarter actually worth in today's market? For most circulated 1994 quarters, the ones you'd find in everyday change, the value is usually face value, just 25 cents. However, condition plays a major role. If your coin is in uncirculated condition, meaning it has never been used and still has its original shine, it could be worth around $1 to $5. Now, if the coin has been graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC and received a high grade such as MS66 or MS67, the price jumps dramatically. These coins can be worth anywhere from $25 to $250 or more, especially if the strike is particularly sharp and the surfaces are flawless. For rare error coins or high-grade proof coins, auction records show values reaching into the hundreds and even thousands. One deeply mirrored 1994 S-proof quarter-graded PR70 deep cameo sold for over $700. And certain double die errors have sold for over $1,000, depending on visibility and demand. The bottom line? Always double-check your 1994 quarters. You never know what hidden treasure you might be holding. Here's how you can check if your 1994 quarter might be valuable. Look for mint marks. P, D, or S proof coins with the S mark are instantly more collectible. Check the condition. Coins with no wear, full luster, and no scratches are more valuable. Use a magnifying glass. Look for doubling on letters and numbers. If something looks off, it could be a rare error. Weigh your coin. A normal clad quarter should weigh 5.67 grams. If your coin is significantly heavier or lighter, it could be a planchet error or a wrong metal. Get it graded. If you suspect you've got something special, send it to PCGS or NGC. A professionally graded coin fetches much higher prices, and of course, compare your coin to recent auction results to get a real-world idea of current value. So there you have it, the 1994 United States quarter dollar. A coin that's so familiar, yet full of secrets. From its historic origins to the exciting world of error coins and rare varieties, the 1994 quarter is more than just pocket change. It could be a hidden gem worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If you found this video helpful or fascinating, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe for more coin and currency videos, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future uploads. Drop a comment below if you found a 1994 quarter, or if you think you might have a rare error coin in your collection. I love hearing your stories and answering your questions. Today's video is all about one special coin that might just be sitting unnoticed in your wallet, your drawer, or even in your change jar. I'm talking about the 2001 United States quarter dollar, a coin that many of us have seen countless times. But what if I told you that some versions of this coin are worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars today? Yes, you heard that right. What looks like an ordinary 25-cent coin from 2001 could actually be a rare collectible with serious value. So if you're into coin collecting, love American history, or just want to know if you've got a little fortune hiding in your pocket change, then stick around, because in this video, we're diving deep into the history, value, and rare varieties of the 2001 US quarter dollar. And trust me, you don't want to miss the part where we uncover how to spot the valuable ones and what collectors are paying right now in the market. Let's get started. First, let's rewind to the year 2001. The United States Mint was in the third year of its ambitious and wildly popular 50-state quarters program. This was a program that began in 1999 and ran all the way until 2008. The idea was to honor each of the 50 US states with its own unique quarter design on the reverse side. The obverse, or the front of the coin, still featured the familiar portrait of George Washington, but the reverse side was a completely new canvas. In 2001, 5 state quarters were released: New York, North Carolina, Rhode Island, Vermont, and Kentucky. Each one tells a different story, showcasing landmarks, state pride, and symbols that define those places. These coins weren't just pocket change, they were history lessons, artistic expressions, and for collectors, potential gold mines. The quarters were minted at the usual facilities, Philadelphia and Denver, and carry the P or D mint marks respectively. Some were also produced as proof coins in San Francisco, marked with an S, especially for collectors. Now, you might be asking, why would a 2001 quarter be worth more than 25 cents? Great question. The answer lies in rarity, condition, and errors. Most of the 2001 quarters were produced in the hundreds of millions, which makes the regular circulated versions pretty common. However, the value spikes when we talk about uncirculated coins, proof coins, and especially coins with minting errors. Let's break that down. Point 1. Mint errors. Some of the most valuable 2001 quarters are those with minting mistakes. These are often accidental, one-of-a-kind defects that slipped through quality control at the mint. Here are some examples: off-center strikes. If the image on your quarter looks slightly off or shifted to one side, you could have an off-center strike. Depending on how dramatic the error is and the state of the coin, collectors have paid up to $250 or more for these. Double dies. A double die error happens when the coin is struck more than once, slightly out of alignment. This can cause letters, numbers, or parts of the design to appear doubled. Some double-die state quarters from 2001 have fetched over $1,000 at auction. Clipped planchets. This occurs when a piece of the coin is cut off due to a misfeed during production. Some clipped planchet 2001 quarters are worth $50 to $150 depending on the size and visibility of the clip. Point 2. High-grade uncirculated coins. If you have a 2001 quarter that looks brand new, no scratches, no wear, full luster, you might have an uncirculated coin. In grades like MS67 and above, these coins can be worth $50 to $300 or more depending on the mint mark and the state it represents. 3. Proof coins and silver proof special proof sets were produced by the San Francisco Mint for collectors. These coins are struck with higher